true to that. It's different than your neighbors. So acknowledge that. And it's fine to move at a different pace. When you're ready, tuck your toes under, use your belly, lift your hips down, go. Bounce your shoulder distance apart, feet are hip distance apart. It's nice to bend the knees a good bit here. That takes roundness out of the low back. So bend the knees, really lift the hips to the sky. Allow the shoulders down to bend down your back, let your chest and heart press through. Child's pose, hands down, dog, arm hard over yours. Feel the weight of your head. And then stillness in the legs on that exhale, allow the heels to sink down to the leg. And bend your knees alive. Just walk your feet to your hands and hanging that forward fold. Just shaking out the arms a little bit, opening and closing the fingers. Softening into the jaw. Maybe a gentle nod of your head, yes. And a shake of your head, no. Relaxing your shoulders. Find stillness with the head now. We'll hold on to opposite elbows. We'll sway side to side, movement and breath. And find stillness in the center. So this is a little different like that. Take your hands into your back pockets or interlace your fingers. Pushing your knuckles to the back while squeezing into your upper back, lifting your hands off your back, let your hands cascade over your head. And part of that moves to knees, bending the knees a lot. Arm hard over there. We'll use the back muscles to squeeze. That will help us open our heart. And on your exhale, we'll bring hands back down to your low back. They'll follow your legs down to the floor. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. On your inhale, rise up, reaching high. And bringing hands to heart center. We'll begin our practice with one Om. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga from high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Child's pose or down dog, two great poses to come to anytime you might need some time for yourself. From down dog, bend your knees a lot and walk upper float, feet and hands. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach. On your exhale, bend your knees and fold. Building one flat back. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga, high to low. Then inhale up and exhale down. From down dog, bend your knees and lap. Walk upper float, feet and hands. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Up and down. From down dog, bend your knees a lot. Walk upper float, feet against. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach one more side. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Empty out. Flat back. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga, strong belly. Up and down. From down dog, bend your knees. Walk upper float, feet against. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach a sun feet. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down. We'll meet on the right side of warrior one. Okay, right leg comes forward, toes point forward. Left leg heel to heel, heel to arch the foot alignment. You can have space between your feet if you'd like to. Rooting down through that front heel, sliding the right hip back. pressing through the outside edge of the back foot to invite the left hip forward. Trying to square to the front, sinking down to build that warmth. Then on your exhale, hands go to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down, left side, warrior one. Coming in, noticing the feet, particularly that outside edge of the back foot. Noticing the knees, the hips, shoulders roll down your back, heart lifts and opens, and it's nice to rotate knees toward each other. That will help with the stack. Then on your exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down. From down dog, bend your knees a lot, walk jump or foot, feet to hands, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down. Right side, warrior one, starting to feel the pace, moving with your breath. Then on your exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Releasing that warm up and down, left side, warrior one. Feel confident in movement. On your exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down. From down dog, bend your knees a lot, walk down your foot, feet to hands, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down, right side, warrior one. Coming low, coming strong. On your exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up. Down, left side, warrior one. Starting to feel that fluidity. On your exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down. Bend your knees, walk jump or foot, feet to hands. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach a sun V with variation. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down. So here's where it's different. On your inhale, your right leg can lift up nice and high. Bend your knee and fan open the hip. Rotate the foot, wiggle the toes, spread the toes, or flip your dog. If you're flipping your dog, your left hand is right under the shoulder. Your toes pointing back through. Root down through the hand. Reach your right arm to the front wall. Try to lift the hips, opening into the chest, into the heart. Then on your exhale, right hand comes back, side plank, facing the mirror wall. Now the right hand is right under the shoulder. You can be on a dead bottom knee if that would work for you. You can stagger your feet. You can stack your feet when you lift the hips. And then lift that top leg. Embrace all the wiggles. There you're getting stronger through that. On your exhale, leg comes down, back to the high plank. We chaturanga. Up and down. On your inhale, your left leg lifts nice and high. Bend your knee, fan open the hip, rotate the foot, wiggle the toes, or flip your dog. What works for you on this side. So that long reach, you reach with the palm down to the front wall. So feel that rotation, feel that twist. Feel the squeeze the back side. Then on your exhale, left hand comes back, planting it right under the shoulder, side plank, facing the cubbies. Stacking or staggering the feet or bent bottom knees. Lifting the hips, then the option to lift that top leg. Hold on to it. Then on your exhale, the leg comes down, back to the high plank, chaturanga to the left. Up dog and down dog. From down dog, bend your knees a lot, walk jump or float, feet to hands. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach over the bottom section. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down. Right side crescent lunge. So now we're warming up. We're out of the front salutation. We're embracing that warmth, and then we have to pull back and grab onto that stability. So some options here. You have all your toes pointing forward, feet about hip distance apart, back heels nice and high. We're sinking down low so you can create more space between your feet if that works for you. You can bend the back knee a little bit more. Squeezing the belly, squeezing the backside. To fit with a heart opener or chest opener, if you'd like to, you can stay here. Or you can interlace your fingers at your low back as we did in the integration sequence. Drive the knuckles down, roll your shoulders back, put your eye gaze where you are comfortable with it, maintaining a balance, maintaining stability. Then on your exhale, we'll bring hands to heart center, lengthen through your spine, your left elbow or forearm over the right thigh, or you can have your hands to the big toe side of your foot to a block, whatever works for you. Opening if you'd like to. Easing that right shoulder back, making space for the left shoulder to come in with a long back leg, so think of the heel reaching to the mat, anchoring you to the mat. Then on your exhale, we untwist, ground the back foot. We're facing the mirror ball, warrior two. So lots of bend in the front knee is still out in line with the second and third toes. Long arms, shoulders back and down, strong belly, extended side angle, forearm to thigh, reaching overhead. So that long reach again, palm down, roll the shoulder back, peeking to the sky if you can. Feel the opening in the heart and in the chest as you do that. With a strong belly. And on your exhale, hands go to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down, left side, crescent lunge. Find foot placement. Find the balance, that stability. Noticing if you can sink down. And then option for a bind, like interlacing your fingers or hands in the back pockets. Pressing the knuckles down, taking them off your back, your eye gaze where it makes sense. Moving. Breathe into the leg. Then on your exhale, you undrive, bringing hands to heart center, lengthen through the spine, your right elbow forearm over the left thigh to get that twist. Think of the stability from the long leg. Think of that long spine always before you twist, and noticing neck alignment. Be cautious with that. And then if you like to, using that front leg to allow the twist to happen. And on your exhale, we untwist, ground the back foot, warrior two, facing the cubbies. Now the opening in the hips. Extended side ankle, forearm to thigh, overreaching your arms overhead, a really strong belly, and you peek to the sky. You can always look to the front foot if we're feeling a little wobbly. But again, sitting with the heart opening, the chest opening, and peek to the sky, you'll feel that moving in the right shoulder. Then on your exhale, hands go to the mat, we chaturanga. Up and down. From down dog, bend your knees a lot. Walk, jump, or float, feet to hands. Flat back inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach. Thunderbolt or chair pose. So set your feet to distance apart, make toes together, make heels together too. If your feet are together, your knees are together. If your feet are apart, your knees are apart. Sitting back, again, noticing the balance of the low belly and the low back. Nice and strong. The lifted heart. Hands can be wide if that works better for your shoulders. You can bring them overhead if you'd like to. Feeling the warmth. Then on your exhale, we fold. Forward fold. We're just hanging here. We're going to separate your feet if you'd like to. You can shake out your arms so you can nod your head yes and no if that feels good. Or you can jump right in and take your pointer finger and middle fingers. Wrap them around your big toes. Root down through your heels, elbows pull wide, nose to knees. Turn when you're here as well. You're welcome to stay here, or if you'd like to, gorilla pose. We release the big toes, take the back of your hand along your mat and slide your hands underneath your feet. Keep the knees bent, so you have some stability. And then wiggle the toes, massage into the wrists. And wherever you are, we'll slide our hands out from underneath our feet. You can Stay in a yogi squat and go to crow pose if you'd like to a headstand or a handstand. Your choice, what works for you. So if you're in crow, your elbows point to the back of the room, lift your heels high so the knees become up high on your triceps. Shift your body weight forward, strong belly brace, and we try to balance on our hands. You can always tap a toe down. You can always keep your toes down. You just get feel it will strengthen the belly. No matter where you are, we'll shoot your legs back, catch them high plank, and we chaturanga to low plank, up dog, and down dog. From down dog, bend your knees a lot, walk, jump, or float, feet to hands, flat back inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach. And we'll bring our hands to heart center as we start our Winamidi phase. So I like to do a dancer's pose when we do a heart opening. So we'll start there with your right arm out to the side, thumb up, bending your right knee, keeping the knees side by side, the hips and shoulders square to the front. Grab the inside of the foot, high five with the hand. This can go against the wall if you need help with balance. Squeezing in your backside, your upper back, think lifting the foot to the sky. So notice the shoulder blade slides toward the spine. We get that opening in the heart. But we want the inner thighs engaged so the hips stay square and level. On your inhale, come up, knee to knee, and on your exhale, unbind. Let's try that on the left side. Left hand out, come up. Left inside of the left foot. Squeezing your backside, squeezing your upper back, lifting the foot to the sky. So it feels like half of the back bend. Breathe and focus. On your inhale, come up knee to knee, and on your exhale, unbind. Okay, we'll try one more time on each side. If you'd like to, you can have a block out in front of you, so you could go to reach toward the floor. That's an option. You can always reach toward the floor without a block. So eagle pose on the right side.
Eagle.
Dancer's pose, sorry. Usually I just get the birds and stuff, not totally different poses. The back side is squeezing, we feel the shoulder blade, and you reach toward the ground or to the block. You might be able to squeeze the back side a little bit more and actually place your hand to the floor or to the block. Then on your inhale, come up knee to knee, and on your exhale, unbind. Dancer's pose on the left side, last time. I think stability in the hand. Imagine your hand against the wall to give you that stability. And then say if you can reach toward the ground or toward the block. And still maintain the integrity in the hips. On your inhale, come up knee to knee, and on your exhale, unbind. Okay, so you still might want to block because we'll go to half moon on this one, a different way of opening. So we'll start out with your right hand to your right knee. Left hand to the sky, thumb to the back, and active reach. Flexing the foot, we're active in that right leg. You can take your pointer finger and middle finger and grab onto the big toe if you like to, and extend, but we want to be able to keep the chest up. So your shoulders round forward, just come back to hand on the knee. Opening to the side, lowering the left hand, shoulder height, palm down, eye gaze out over those left fingers. Feel the expanse across your chest. Airplane, extending the leg to the back wall. Hands by your side, knuckles to the sky, hands are higher than your hips. That's that squeeze in the upper back that's opening your heart. Feel the chest. Half moon, lifting the right shoulder and the hip. Eye gaze might come to the front hand, to the left hand. Changing your eye gaze is also an option. other side. Feel your back engage. Feel that stability. Move me when it makes sense to you. Let me lightly settle. Airplane. Thinking of that back leg parallel to the floor. It's a nice strong back leg. So breathe out through the heel. Rotate your toes so it comes to the ground to stabilize. And then half moon. Now your toes point to the mirror wall as we lift the head from the shoulder. On your exhale, your left foot comes down beside your right, and on your inhale, we're up. Well done. That was a whole series of holding that half moon. It was awesome. So we're about a third of the way back on the mat. On your inhale, rise up, reach high. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Empty out. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down. Right side triangle. So you can come in warrior one, warrior two, and then triangle. That works for you to get the joints set. The ankles, the knees, the hips. You'll root down through the heels, lengthen the legs. Feel the expanse as we reach. Send some breath into the outside of that left hip. High gaze again, front foot, if that makes sense to you. Maybe straight ahead or maybe to your left hand. Feeling the stability from the inner thighs. Then on your exhale, wide-legged forward fold. You can pigeon toe the feet if you'd like to. We can fold forward, feeling the weight of your head. You can always do a headstand or a handstand here as well. You could turn your hands so they point between your legs, walk your hands through. Another nice way that fits in with our heart opening or my chest opening game is to hold on to your right hand to each ankle. And then on your exhale, elbows pull out wide, and then when you create that length across the chest, and you right that chest through to the space between the thighs. So what would work for you? What would fit with your intention? And wherever you are, we'll come back to hands under the shoulders, a namaste front-facing triangle, so you could rise up and turn, or you can just turn. Shoulders and hips square to the front, all your toes point forward, slide the back foot in, so it's 12 to 18 inches behind the front foot. Easier to square the hips to the front, and then we tip forward. So you're welcome to do a bind here. This is definitely into the heart opener, the chest opener. So feel the squeeze in the upper back. Feel the shoulder blade slide toward the spine. You're welcome to lift your hands off your back if you'd like to. Keep anchoring through that back heel. And keep the legs long. If you need to back off a little bit on the tip, that's perfectly fine. And on your exhale, twist. Your left hand goes to the ground, right hand reaches to the sky. So again, that expands. Growing out of the groundedness from the feet. Nice long arms. Then on your exhale, we untwist, bend the knees, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up and down. Left side triangle. So warrior one, warrior two triangle. What works for you? Notice that front knee. Even as you lengthen it. We have that bend first so we can control the knee alignment. Get the hips, the right shoulder and the right hip are slide back. Grounded through the legs. Lengthening into the arms, into the chest, the upper back. In case it makes sense for you. Then on your exhale, your wide-legged forward fold. You can pigeon toe your feet, round two. Do again, headstand or handstand. Other options here than what we did the first time. You can walk both your hands to your right foot, exhale, nose to knee, and do the same on the left side. You can drop your hips to your right heel, releasing your left toes to the sky, and then go the other way. You can rise up on your fingertips to lengthen your spine and hold it parallel to the floor, and then lift your right arm to the sky so keep the hips square and level and rotate through the center of the chest. So many options here. And wherever you are, we'll come back to hands under the shoulders. Namaste, front facing triangle. You can rise up and turn, or you can just turn. We're square to the front. Then step forward, keeping the legs long. So remember, you can back off on the fold if your knees start to bend. The option to interlace your hands to your low back, squeeze the shoulder blades and lift the hands off the back if you can. The chest hurt, the tightest muscle group, well, second tightest after the hamstrings. But with our lifestyle, we can just squeeze in the upper chest or the shoulders a lot. So you use the back, explore the length you can get there. Then a twist if you like to, right hand to the block or to the ground, left hand reaching to the sky, grounded through the back foot. Long spine here, send breath there. And again, backing off with the twist if you feel like it's too much. And on your exhale, behind twist, bend the knees, hands to the mat, chaturanga. High to low, up, and down. From down dog, bend your knees, bring your knees to the mat. So if you're uncomfortable with your knees being on the mat, you're welcome to roll up the mat or place another partial mat underneath your knees. So we're up on our knees. You can have your toes tucked under, camel pose. Taking your right hand, pinky leads the way. As we make a big circle, you can slide the hand into your back pocket, or take the hand to the heel and the thumb to the outside, to the pinky toe side of the heel. Having the top of your foot flat to the ground makes it a deeper back bend. You can do the same with the left side, or you can just do one side at a time, whatever works for you. Squeeze your backside, press your hips forward so they stay over the knees, and let the shoulders cascade back. Back bending has a lot to do with heart movement. On your exhale, your right arm comes forward, left follows. You can do a quick child's pose if you'd like to, or you can go right into camel pose on the other side. Totally up to you. What does your body need? So if we're on the left side, left hand, pinky leads the way, back stroke, either in your back pockets or to the heel. Right arm follows, and then think of the back side squeeze. Feel the weight of the shoulders, your head where you're comfortable, head and neck where you're comfortable with it. Then on your exhale, your left arm comes forward, right follows, child's pose is a nice way to counter some of the back bending, so there sending breath to your low back. And when you're ready, we'll come to a seated position in the center of the mat, lying down on your back for bridge poses or heart openers. So your feet are hip distance apart. It's nice to put a block between your knees if that's hard for you to find and feel the hip distance. Root down through your heels, squeeze your backside, lift the hips. You have a strong belly brace. It's nice to interlace your fingers at your low back, pinkies along the mat, and push your knuckles down toward your heels to tuck the shoulders under. Think hard again, your shoulders. There's one leg, and upper body, part of the body. On your exhale, separate your hands. Roll down through your spine. You're always welcome to hug your knees in toward your chest. We'll do 2 more bridges and 1 wheel. So it's up to you how you'd like to do those 3 poses. For bridge number 2, we'll root down through your heels. If you'd like to, you can lift your right leg to the ceiling. Keeping the hips square and level, we'll lower the right leg so the thighs are side by side, and then lift it back up to the sky. So we'll lower and lift 3 times. And then bend your knee, the foot goes flat to the floor, we'll roll down through your spine. And then we'll try it with the left side, so root down through the heels, lift the hips, strong belly so you can control that lumbar spine. Left leg to the sky, lowering and lifting it with your breath, your movement. Once you get in 3, bend your knees, feet flat to the floor, and roll down through your spine. So for the last one, you can do a bridge of your choice, or wheel pose, placing the hands, fingers to your shoulders, root down through your feet, through your hands, lifting up, squeezing your backside, feeling strength in the arms, toes pointing forward. Nice and long. Then on your exhale, we'll lower down, Supta Baddha, soles of the feet together, knees out wide, hand to your belly, hand to your heart. Gentle back bend. Thinking about your intention. Happy baby. Feeling that joy. Embracing and massage your right. Find stillness. We'll release the feet. Feet go to the ceiling. Strong belly, so your low back stays anchored to the mat. On your exhale, we'll lower your right leg. And then on your inhale, as we lift the right leg, we'll lower the left. So as you're moving, and you start to notice that it bothers your back, cut down on the range of motion or bend your knees. If you want more, moving faster and then bracing harder in your belly to stop the head before it hits the ground, and then changing direction. Bringing the feet to the sky, bending the knees a little bit. Can you kick the feet out as you lift up high boat? Catch it at the top. Strong belly brace, there's that lifted heart, anchoring down into your back. With control, lower to low boat. Exhale, high boat. Catch it. Control, low boat. Exhale, high boat. One more time. Low boat. High boat. And you're welcome to grab your thighs, rock and roll forward, back up to down dog for half pigeon, or lie down on your back for figure 4, your choice. And you're in half pigeon. Consider placing a block with your forehead or towel. So you keep the spine long, particularly in the neck. You could always sit in a hurdler stretch as well. But in half pigeon, we want to make sure our hips are square to the ground. I'm trying to feel it as a challenging pose to feel. Notice your toe on your left foot. If that's on the mat, then odds are you're there or you're getting close. Soften into your backside, soften into your breath. Slide your hands under your shoulders, bringing your way back to down dog. On your back, just uncrossing, letting your knees fall side to side. Half pigeon on the other side. So think of the knee coming to the ankle, or to the wrist, the ankle coming to the other wrist. And then feel square and level. Think of spine is so hard everywhere here. On your exhale, take your shoulders down, dog. Take a few moments here to pedal your feet out by your tail, everything back where it belongs. And then we'll come to a seated position somewhere around the center of our mat. With the legs out in front of us, so scooch around a little bit so you're comfortable on your sits bones. You can always sit on one rock or roll on your mat a little bit to lift the hips. If you can't, press your thighs down into the mat. Draw your toes toward your chest. I like to reach up. You can just hinge forward, whatever makes sense. You can slide your hands along the mat if you want some support. And then think nose to knees. Holding on to whatever you can reach. Releasing into a low back. Into the hamstrings. On your exhale, unbind. On your inhale, come up. You take your hands behind you, fingers point forward, bend your knees, feet flat on the floor, reverse tabletop, lifting up. So here we go into these nice, strong, hard opening stretches. So feel grounded, feel stable. Again, head and neck where you're most comfortable with it. So you can soften into that upper chest. Feel the front of the hips. Then on your exhale, we'll lower down. You can use a block for fish pose or have your elbows underneath your shoulders. Palms flat to the ground, lifting up and out of the hips, letting the shoulders cascade out. I would encourage you to use a block here. Just be able to, it allows your shoulders to relax. But whatever works for you. Quite a bit of time with the heart. It's a vulnerable position. And it's vulnerable to go in your heart to really heal. Notice the vulnerability. Strong through that. Feel your breath. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. On your inhale, you can come up, you can slide the block out of the way, your shoulders stand. Or you can slide the block underneath your hips for a waterfall pose. It's your choice. Try to touch the ceiling with your feet. Eyes moving your knees towards your feet. Keeping your neck safe and playing with the legs. Move the legs, marching with the legs, scissors with the legs, circles, wiggle the toes. Find that mobility into the hips. But again, we're still feeling the fluidity across that upper chest. Then still listen to the legs, cloud pose, letting the toes cascade over your head and shift enough body weight. You might be able to take your hands off your back, let your arms extend along the mat. Bending your knees, bringing your knees by your ears. Breath into the low back. And on your exhale with control, gently roll down through your spine. Keep hugging your knees in toward your chest. Allow your knees to fall to the right side. Opening up your arms, grounding the shoulders, hands palms up. You can bind by placing your right hand on top of your left thigh, or you can grab onto your right toe with the fingers on your right hand. Eye gaze out over the left hand. On your exhale, we'll unbind. On your inhale, strong belly, bringing your knees back to center and allowing your knees to fall to the left side. Feeling that stability, that anchor in the shoulder, we're grounded somewhere. Grounded in the shoulders and our supine twist. The option for bind. That makes sense for you on the side. Try to soften into your back. Maybe into the outside of the hip. On your exhale, we'll unbind. Inhale back to center, Supine. Round two. Tuning into your experience, your practice today. You're welcome to stay as you are, or Savasana. Extending the arms and the legs. Hands palms out to receive, palms down to be grounded. Now waste some time. Absorb your practice. Wiggle into your fingers and toes. Soften into your arms and legs. When you're ready, draw your knees in towards your chest and roll onto your right side. Time to transition. And then making your way to a seated position, facing forward. And we'll close our practice together by reaching up and bringing hands to heart center with one Om. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.
What was that?
Have a great day.
Good to see you. You're very fine. You're the first person to.
Yeah, she's traveling.